and its president, Nicolas Maduro. He's accused by the Trump White House of being complicit in alleged drug smuggling. The arrival of the guided missile destroyer USS Gravely comes as the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford is also moving closer to Venezuela. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago has been a vocal supporter of the U.S. military presence. Paul Stevens, Fox News.
America is listening to Fox News.
From around the world, Trey Yingst, joining us from Tel Aviv, Israel. To Washington.
I'm Mike Emanuel.
To your own backyard. If a story impacts you or your wallet, we're on it. It's the Fox News Rundown. We give every story the deeper look it deserves with must-listen interviews and smart analysis from the voices you can trust. Start your day with the Fox News Rundown. Listen and follow now at foxnewsrundown.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
Hey, this is Trey Gowdy, host of the Trey Gowdy Podcast. Every Tuesday, you'll hear what's on my mind. Plus, every Thursday, there's a special bonus episode where we answer the questions that are on your mind. Make sure to spend your Tuesdays and Thursdays with Trey. Subscribe now at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you download podcasts. Hope to see you.
America's listening to Fox News.
Russia says it's tested a new nuclear-capable cruise missile, and President Putin says it's moving closer to deploying it. He claims that missile, which has been in development for years, went 8,700 miles in a test last week. Suspects are now under arrest in that stunning heist last weekend at the Louvre.
2 of the potentially 4 suspects are in custody. Many are saying they're hoping that justice will be served. But of course, the race is still on to find those several pieces of missing French crown jewels before they're potentially destroyed. Now, the Paris prosecutor's office said that investigators made the arrests last night, adding that one of the men taken into custody was prepping to leave the country from Paris's Charles de Gaulle airport. The Parisian newspaper says he was heading to Algeria. The 2 men are in their 30s and originally from a suburb north of Paris and were known to police. This, of course, all started last Sunday around 9:30 in the morning, just after the Louvre had opened. The suspects used a basket lift to gain access to the Apollo Gallery, where they cut through a window with power tools.
Fox's Stephanie Bennett. Forecasters are closely watching Hurricane Melissa as it spins through the Caribbean. It's already Category 4 winds now at 145 miles per hour. That storm could be a Category 5 by the time it reaches Jamaica.
Last-minute preparations by the people here in many of the community stores that are boarded up, restaurants, hotels, all boarded up, aid groups on the ground, NGOs, State Department, the United States, watching this very, very closely, and officials monitoring, because what we are going to experience is going to be historic here in Jamaica for modern times. The last time anything even close was 1988, Hurricane Gilbert. This will be more intense. Mudslides, rock slides, landslides, and the mountainous region here in Jamaica will be in play. Roads will crumble and massive power outages.
That is Fox's Robert Ray. I'm Angelo Bavaro, and this is Fox News.
Fox Facts.
It's the seasonal candy you either love to eat or love to hate. The orange, yellow, and white confection we all call candy corn has been around for more than a century. It was first cooked up in the 1880s by a man named George Renninger, and back then it had a different name. It was called chicken feed because corn was considered food for farm animals. Bags of the candy even had a big rooster on the front. The Golitz Candy Company, which later became Jelly Belly, was the first to mass produce it, and that's when those tricolored kernels started showing up every October. These days, Americans buy more than 35 million pounds of candy corn every Halloween season, about 9 billion pieces. Love it or hate it, that's a lot of waxy sugar. And while chocolate and gummies may be more popular, candy corn has carved out its spot as the pumpkin spice latte of Halloween candy. Matt Murphy, Fox News.
At Mezcla Dos, every bite is a taste of Guam.
Juicy burgers, stacked high, crispy fries, and Chamorro barbecue hot off the grill, all made fast, fresh, and full of flavor. It's the island vibe you crave and made to satisfy. Whether you're dining in or grabbing a quick lunch to go, Mezcla Dos has the flavor that keeps you coming back. We're proud to be serving up food that shows off Guam's flavors, from our signature sauces to fresh local ingredients. Every dish is packed with island flavor. And don't forget, locals love Wednesdays. All locals and military get 10% off all day. Bring the whole family, bring your appetite, and make every Wednesday a flavor-packed day. Because at Mezcla Dos, every meal feels like home.
Cancer affects more than just a patient. It touches family, friends, and entire communities. Join us for the premiere of The Choices We Make, a powerful student-produced film that shares the untold stories of those impacted by cancer. Premiere night is Tuesday, October 28th, 7 p.m. at the Micronesia Mall Theaters. Tickets are available at the Micronesia Mall Theaters or from the Simon Sanchez High School Photography and Film Club, Senior Class of 26, and Simon Sanchez High School SBA during the afternoon at JFK. Come support young filmmakers and a message that matters.
It is 1800 hours and 7 minutes. Time for Veterans with Benefits with your hosts, Anthony Tyrone and Corinna Ballista.
Welcome back, veterans. Hello. You're listening to Veterans with Benefits on The Point. 5 years running, Pica's Best. You can call in at 671-888-TALK. You're listening to us on 93.3. As always, want to thank our sponsors, Ambrose Inc., Hemzibah Family Medical Clinic, American Legion Post 1, Domino's. Nobody knows like Domino's. The Most Services, JTC Services, Master Blasters for all your blasting needs. 11Z's. I think I got, what is this? The raspberry? Red raspberry tea. Thank you, Verge and Grace over there. And I think they're hiring. Right, Anthony?
That's right. So
at 11Z's, they're hiring.
If anybody's looking for a job, even a temporary one, go over there, and you never know, you might enjoy hanging out there.
Yes. I always wanted to work in a coffee shop. And to the veteran nonprofit organization, HMI, which we're a part of. And then my favorite part, Veteran of the Week.
Yay.
Veteran of the Week. Sergeant First Class Retired Rafael Blas, United States Army. He honorably served in the United States Army with more than 18 years of active duty service, including multiple overseas assignments and combat service during the Vietnam War. Sergeant First Class Blas entered the U.S. Army in 1966 in Los Angeles, California, following completion of motor transport operator training. He was assigned to the 534th Transportation Company, U.S. Army Pacific. U.S. RPAC, where he served as a heavy vehicle driver. He provided critical logistical support in Southeast Asia, ensuring the transport of essential personnel, equipment, and supplies under hazardous conditions during the Vietnam War. After his first enlistment, Sergeant First Class Blas continued his military career, ultimately specializing as a tactical satellite microwave systems operator. Over 13 years and 5 months in this specialty, he supported tactical communications, operations vital to national defense, and joint military missions. His final duty assignment was with the 286th Signal Company, 11th Air Defense Artillery Brigade, Fort Bliss, Texas, under the U.S. Army Air Defense Center and Fort Bliss Command. Throughout his distinguished career, Sergeant First Class Blas demonstrated outstanding professionalism, leadership, and technical expertise. His dedication earned him numerous military awards and decorations, including Meritorious Service Medal, 2nd Award, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal, Army Achievement Medal, 4th Award, Army Good Conduct Medal, 6th Award, National Defense Service Medal, 2nd Award, Vietnam Service Medal with 4 Bronze Service Stars, Republic of Vietnam Campaign Medal, Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon, Non-Commissioned Officer Professional Development Ribbon with numeral 3, Expert Marksmanship Qualification Badge, Grenade Bar, Sharpshooter Marksmanship Qualification Badge, Rifle Bar, Driver and Mechanic Badge, Driver W Bar, Sergeant First Class also completed a wide range of professional military education, including the Primary Leadership Development course, Advanced Non-Commissioned Officer course, and multiple Tactical Satellite Operation courses. These accomplishments reflect his commitment to continuous growth and excellence in service. After more than 18 years of honorable and faithful service, Sergeant First Class Rafael Blas retired from active duty in April 1996, transferring to the U.S. Army Reserve Control Group in St. Louis, Missouri. His career is a testament to the discipline, courage, and dedication that define the U.S. Army's non-commissioned officer corps. Today, Sergeant First Class Blas continues his lifelong commitment to service as a proud bus driver for the Guam Department of Education, safely transporting the island's youth and serving as a daily example of integrity, humility, and devotion to community. His life of service, both in uniform and in his community, embodies the enduring spirit of the American soldier. Wow.
Yay.
Veteran of the week.
Be sure you go see Dane and get your pizza. If
Yes.
not, give it to me and I'll eat it.
He definitely will. He always says that. And now, tip of the week. Why veterans should update their VA direct deposit, contact, and dependent information. Keeping your personal information up to date with the Department of Veteran Affairs ensures that your benefits are never delayed, interrupted, or sent to the wrong place. Many veterans lose valuable time and sometimes money because their direct deposit, mailing address, phone number, or dependent information is outdated. Updating your info on va.gov is quick, secure, and can make a real difference in how smoothly your benefits are managed. To update your direct deposit information, get your bank account information ready. So you'll need your account number, your either checking or savings number, and your routing number. You're going to log into va.gov. You're going to go to your profile. You're going to go to profile and then direct deposit information. You're going to update it and you're going to hit save. To update your contact information, you'll take the same steps. You're going to go to your contact information. You're going to choose edit, update, and then save. And then to update your dependents information, also same location. You're going to go to va.gov. You're going to hit the word dependents. You're going to add your dependents or remove your dependents. And remember, once you're 30% service connected, you get compensated for your benefits. And removing dependents no longer eligible, that is a child over 23 who's no longer in school, keeps your record accurate and prevents overpayments. The VA now starts sending you letters saying, hey, once the dependent turns 18, it will drop from your benefits. And so it also reminds you, hey, if they're going to college, please fill out this form so they can be added as your dependent. It only takes a few minutes to update this information, but it can save you months of delay and ensure every benefit you've earned reaches you without issue. Also, you can always call 1-800-827-1000 Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. Guam time if you need any assistance. So that was the tip of the week.
All right. Very nice. Now, speaking of that...
Did you want to say hello? Yes.
I'd like to say hello to Knox and Aaliyah and to my mom, as well as my Auntie Grace.
All right. Auntie Grace. Okay.
Can I say congratulations to some folks?
Yes.
All right. So, two young veterans, Lizzie and Noah, they had a baby shower this weekend. So,
all right.
You know, they're veterans. Their dad is a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Their dads are veterans. So, I guess we're breeding veterans on Guam. That's a good thing. They talks a lot about our patriotism out here. So,
which is why we fight so hard today.
That's
for
right.
all the benefits,
mm-hmm.
all the resources, and all the services. Because when that baby shower baby, right,
mm-hmm.
turns of age and wants to
go to college
and serve in the military,
that's right.
We're going to need the facilities.
And we had a good conversation with a brief one, albeit Mr. Carlos Taitano.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and he was talking to us about UOG. Mm-hmm. And, you know, UOG is a huge benefactor of receiving a lot of the stuff from our veterans, because our veterans get the ability to pay for their kids to go to school, or they can go to school. So what more reason for UOG to want to continue to, help veterans
succeed?
Yes, that's right. So
Succeed, yes.
all right. I think we
have a phone call?
Yeah. Do you want to
Already?
do the phone call? You want to say who's online?
We could say just a few comments online.
Okay.
Brendan Fausto, hi. Elizabeth Kitchitu, watching.
Yes.
Edward Buendicho, half a day. Ken Paulino, good evening, HMI. Awesome
What's
team,
up,
best
everyone?
team HMI on island. And then Brendan Fausto, let's go veteran warfighters. And Mr. Joe M. And then Jose is giving a salute. Half a day, Jigo Jarhead, he says, doing fine, still waiting for my COLA, 2.8% federal retirement and SSA. Joanne Fullerton,
hello.
always listening. Thank you, Joanne. Half a day and good evening. And that's all our comments.
I know we got a lot of listeners out there, and even though we don't announce you on online, we really appreciate you listening. And
especially those listening on YouTube.
wherever
Yes.
they're listening,
Yes.
it's good information. They enjoy it, and we'll keep doing it. You got to reach out to us and let us know. I don't have Gene Asuncion on my phone telling me he's watching, so I'm going to have to harass him. Maybe he didn't check in.
All right. Okay, we got a phone call.
And we're going to go ahead and take the phone call.
All right.
Half a day.
Half a day.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. Thank you so much, and thanks for all the great work HMI does. And I like the tip of the week, and I'm going to say hi to Tony's relatives also. Hi.
And this is Congressman.
Yes, thank you for calling in.
Congressman Moylan.
You're welcome.
I know
You're welcome.
there's a lot to talk about, but one thing I wanted to bring up was in the paper today. It was the deadline for nominations for the service academies. The deadline is October 30 at 5 p.m. They should turn the packet into your office by October 30.
Please, yes. We went out there promoting at the different high schools while I was here. I'm still on Guam, and was very receptive. We promoted for the Merchant Marines, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, even the Coast Guard. We can give a letter of recommendation to. So kids are really excited about doing this, and we've been having some good. I don't know the total number we've had in so far, since this is going to be my third time to submit in names. But I know we have several that are in the academies now, and we can nominate up to 10 per academy.
Oh, wow.
So we're hopeful, of course, that it's still up to the academies to decide. But I can tell you, when our Guam kids get in there, they shine. Just like our regular Army soldiers, right? And they all come to us. The Guam folks were cool, man.
Yes.
We're trained already. Our parents taught us good. They see like our ears. We don't mind if anybody yells at us. No big deal. We'll do the job right.
And we work hard.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't do half only.
Yes.
We don't cry about it. Nobody cries about it.
I cried. Honestly, I
You
cried when because I was in finance, and every week I was getting 100. The 6th week I didn't get 100, and I cried, and I was like,
what an achiever!
Overachiever.
I know.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, Congressman, I guess let's talk about the hard stuff.
Yeah, and by the way, thank you for doing that. What you do with telling us that there's 10 nominations that can go in.
So
per
that's like
academy.
50, 60?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah,
And-
yeah, for each of the academies. That's right.
And you know
That's
what,
right.
right? The having that's a really, I mean, it's very competitive, but even
Yeah.
just to be able to submit is, I mean, even for these youngsters, right? That's an honor, and they should just take that with them too, right? And say, hey, I was able to submit, but I wasn't selected, because it's a pretty rigorous process, and you're competing with a lot of people out there in the entire United States. So
Yes, and if we do have I believe it's 4 slots for Guam. We increased it from 3 to 4.
Great.
So, but even if they're not selected this time, we always encourage them once again, try again. If you're still in school, you can always try again. And then they have been successful as well.
And-
So
And we did discuss something because early on, my son was able to turn in a packet, right? He wasn't one of the few that were selected. And of course, right, I wasn't as knowledgeable at the time when he was turning in the packet. But there's also the ability to go under, man, I forget what they call that. It's kind of like you're not really selected, but you kind of go in as almost like a sub, if you will, right? And you go through the whole rigors of everything, and and you just get set. And I think after that, they get you into the academy. So it doesn't seem as prestigious initially, right? But the good thing is you get in, you go to that part, and then you eventually get out of that place with the same thing that everybody else that was selected gets. You get the certificate and the whole commission and everything.
That's right. Yep. So it's like a training camp.
Yes, there you go.
They recognize your ability. You just need a little bit more coaching in some areas, and then you're good to go. Yeah, they've had success in that as well. So,
awesome.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, just give it your all, and we recommend they all. If you have one choice, make it multiple choices, because that one academy might not select you, but the other may, and then you can make that decision if you so want.
Well, I hope all the ROTC instructors are putting their best candidates
Oh
forward.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they see them. Man, they got some high quality folks in there. When I'm here, I'm able to review them when they come into the office. Boy, they report just dress, wearing their best they have, and coming in there and telling us a story about what's in their packet, and just hearing their confidence in their voice, and their academic level, their social level, all these different clubs they're involved in, and just to see them on physical fitness too, is that wow, these guys are ready to go. And we do need a lot of the young leaders to come on in. Enlistment is up, but who's going to lead the troops? That's why we need our officers.
Awesome. All right. What else do we got to talk about?
Well, government shutdown. I know you guys put out a flyer, different resources. There are a lot of banks that are helping service members. It's affecting our civil service, and it's also affecting the first responders. So it's a hard topic. It's something that we unfortunately have to talk about. But
yes, yeah, I totally understand. It's quite disappointing of where the federal government is today. Right, weekly. As Republicans have a phone call with the speaker and the leadership of the party, and we go through where we are at now. We either on the 10th time to run this vote through Senate or the 11th time, and each time it's failed. The minority has put in their version in the Senate, and that's failed as well. Now we're into about the longest period of ever a shutdown should be. We're coming up to the first of the month where we were able to pay our soldiers their second paycheck, but will we pay their third? It costs $8 billion per month to fund our troops nationwide, and not including then for those families, and a lot of the families are also of our members in armed services are relying on these programs, the WIC program or the SNAP program as well. Plus, locally, we know we have 40,000 people. 25% of our population on Guam is under these programs as well. So, Guam legislature has been able to find $13 million to fund, but that's all temporarily also. And the governor has funded some too, $500,000 just this month as well. For I believe that was the WIC program too, but this cannot continue at all, and yet Senate seems to nobody wants to back down. The Speaker of the House has told the Republicans to remain in district, while the leadership of the Speaker and the leadership of the House are there in D.C. working it, pushing it, working with the president. Trying to get some negotiation other than we want our way and only our way from the Democrats. They're trying to attempt through Senate to basically kill the HR1, the big beautiful bill, and bring everything back where it was before. That's going to cost us $1.something trillion. So that's where they're holding us hostage. Now the Republicans have the majority, but it's not 60. In the Senate, you need 60 members to agree to move a measure forward.
So good news for veterans, though, is our compensation, right, that shows up every first of the month will not be affected because we are funded a whole year out, right? So, so for veterans especially, you know, some veterans are asking us, well, what about me? What about our compensation? So,
yes, that's correct. Disability compensation, pension, and survivor benefits are still going up. There's no interruption there at all. And first, also, our VA hospital and clinics are still open. We do have some slowness in different outreach programs and transition programs are on a pause because there's folks probably there that are on furlough. And that includes things like job training or onboarding, search and support services, which is the furlough folks are cut from that.
Right.
So thank goodness at least our disability compensation and pension for our vets is there, as well as the survivor benefits too are going out with no interruption at all, just like you mentioned. Thank you.
And so that brings on another event that your office was going to put on. It's the November 7 to 9 outreach that Tanya told us about. Is that still happening, or are we kind of like in a holding pattern right now?
It will be for the federal side, those agencies that are participating or scheduled to participate. There's no travel available for them if they're coming from like we had from Hawaii. From our understanding, we want to still go ahead with our local agencies that we have.
Okay.
So I believe that's still under coordination to see if who still is available and if they're not furloughed from their regular jobs too. If they can still happen. So we want to move that forward, and this time, of course, we're combining with NMI. So they want to do the same thing in Saipan too. So it's like week by week we're waiting. Right? Are we going to get this opened up? And we got so much stuff in the pipeline that we got to get it going. And people are just worried about paying their bills, just like my staff is. They're working without a paycheck too, just myself as well. So Congress gets paid once a month. So we're putting out our letters to our staff in DC and in district. Here's the letter you can use for your banking institutions or whatever regular stuff comes out as your paycheck to pay the bills. So we're looking at that too. So it's very unfortunate, and it's got to end as soon as possible, especially before the holidays.
Right.
Yes, hopefully sooner rather than later. And the good thing is what you mentioned is there are discussions and talks going on. So, it would almost appear that when they come on the news, the national news, they're saying, well, we won't do this. And somebody says, well, we don't want that, or this is what we want. So it almost sounds like nobody's at work, right? But based on what you just told us, there are people sitting down and, crafting ways to try to get to a compromise so at least we can get this government running again. So that's good news.
Our leadership is there for the Republicans, and we're ready. And the Speaker is giving us 48 hours by law to say we're on. Get here now. So that gives me it's close to 48 hours to get home. And figure out what time zone I'm at. So we're ready to go. Change that ticket. Let's get out of here, right? Let's get back to work. We got a lot of good stuff we got in there for the veterans. If we can just get our measure passed. Once we get back on in, it's to go to conference and then on to the signature of the president.
All right. Now, is there anything else you wanted to talk about that we didn't cover yet?
We still, within the NDAA, we still have our wordings included for our VA regional office here on Guam. So we just need to make sure that passes through Congress, and that's what my team in D.C. is doing, to talk to those committee, the conference members and their staffers to say, make sure that stays in the plan. in the NDAA. Because that will give us that 1-year study that the VA secretary has to do to move over from the Philippines to Guam, the regional office. So that's still there. And of course, that would mean a whole bunch faster claims for all the hard work you guys are doing. And you've got a VA center over here that would be wonderful.
Right.
We also introduced the bill in the PACT Act to make sure Guam's base veterans are who were exposed to these toxics aren't left out of these benefits. So that's in there. Another measure too that we got to get back to work and make sure it gets passed. And we whatever we see also from my colleagues, my colleagues in Congress that we know will also improve services for our vets on Guam. We make sure we jump on that as well as a co-sponsor too. So.
Yeah, so
let's get this government open.
There you go. And I wanted to put you just a little bit on the spot. I know we were supposed to be trying to meet this week. So I had some more important people than me that, really wanted to get your attention. And a lot of the consensus around why they're wanting to meet is to do things like your supporting what you're doing with getting the regional office here. So, they were saying we need to get a sit down with the congressman because we want to see the things that we can do to improve things out here, and most especially for veterans. And I know you've been one to not necessarily want to, ruffle the feathers down in the local side and just kind of be the support, and we appreciate that. I'm sure you have been notified through the news of the things that might be going on locally, and maybe there might be a way for you to maybe help support a little bit more. I mean, when we say that, is within the means of your office, of course. And I think this meeting we're about to have with some of these folks, they're really wanting to talk to you about that. And I think you've always been open for things like this. So we look forward to seeing you, and maybe not me, the other guys. I don't know if you want me to mention their names, but
I saw the names, and I believe I know them. I know them already too. So it'd be fun. It'd be a good discussion. And who's going to say no to volunteers? Let's get this in, man.
Exactly. And like I said, you're in office, and these are the things to take care of our people, and they want to support you as well.
Thank you. I'll be happy to. We'll make sure that gets happening. So I know I haven't gotten a call from the speaker yet for 48 hours. So I got time. A couple of days, man.
Yeah.
Well, and we hope it's sooner, but then we'll have to make sure we catch you and get a meeting with you.
Thank you for reminding. I'll follow up.
Yes, thank you. Anything else?
Thank you for calling in.
Yes, we appreciate
You're welcome.
you. And we'll do this as often as you like.
Yes.
Okay. And
always call in and give us some updates. Yes.
Will do. I'd like to call from the States too. That'd be fun, but I think that will be late for me.
Time difference.
Yeah.
Well,
unless I can't sleep again, but that still is fun.
We won't have a problem. It's you gonna have that problem.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all right. Jet
right.
lag.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Congressman. You have a good one. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, and Viva Guam Bet.
Yes, Viva. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Veterans with Benefits on 93.3. We'll be right back.
Every company needs money for investments to help grow a working capital to take on today's economy. That's why Bank Pacific's commercial loan officers stand ready to help you. We offer several programs tailored to assist companies to get to the next step, or perhaps for a startup, including working with SBA and GITA. Bank Pacific. And we want to be your partner. Equal opportunity lender. Credit conditions apply.
Listen to The Point anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Find your favorite stations like The Point and discover more. Music stations, local and trusted news sources, sports talk and team coverage, plus today's biggest podcasts. Find it all on the Odyssey app. AUDACY.
we're back. Let's say hello. Let's read the comments online. Albert Valentine says, Carlos is a great guy. I love him.
Really?
Yes.
We should have sworn him in early.
Remember? Cause
Yes, I know.
and then Manny Farron, hi. And then Ken Villegas. Hafade, you guys are awesome. And he has a question. When I get my service connection, would I be eligible for voc rehab even if I used up my 9/11 GI Bill? The answer is yes, Ken. As long as you are 10% service connected, you can use vocational rehab. If you're on Guam, I think that office is closed because of the shutdown. But if you're on Guam, head to the Tizen office and ask for Miss Letitia Ford, get registered. So voc rehab is a rapid employment program. It is not an education program.
And there's a thing that they do. They kind of recommend you leave some of your, is it your 9/11 so that you can have it to use or something like that? I don't know.
So once you register for voc rehab, you can ask for your 9/11 GI Bill to be reimbursed to you. There's a term for it. I don't know the term for it, but you can ask Ms. Letitia Ford what that term is, and she'll help you.
It's kind of to benefit them, right? Because
Yes.
if they don't, they lose one and can't.
Then the other comment is from Jose Martinez.
Who's Jose Martinez?
Our amazing producer.
Ooh.
He says, plain and simple, a vote for the clear CR will open the government and keep it running. However, the Senate Democrats have admitted that the pain of the shutdown is their strategic leverage to interject their political policies. Shameful.
I'm just trying to reflect the passion of last week's show.
Wow. Where did all that passion go, Miss Karina?
What? Oh, that's still there. We're not even there yet. And then
we're not there?
Ike, we have all these different things to talk about.
Very good.
And then Ike Aseki, Marvin Aseki, HMI
what's
and
up?
Congressman, some great news veterans are now being seen at Naval Hospital.
Oh, yeah.
CO does have an office to service veterans. CO? I don't know. CO. CBOC. I'm not sure what that means. And then Kenneth says, thank you. Thank you. I guess thank you for answering his question. So back to, the program.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to the congressman for calling in. I know he was doing great things down in Narahan, giving out, forgot what it was. There was an event in Narahan he attended. So updates. So if you haven't attended HMI's Benefits Boot Camp, the next one is December 9 to 11, Jotnya Mayor's office. Not sure where that's at. Is that near the Carabao? Next to it?
Yes, by the fire station.
Right.
By the library.
And I know Mayor
Buenos
Mart. Oh, the pickles.
Yes, see?
Yes,
I
famous.
figured you'd know that, right?
Famous for the pickles.
You can walk from there to the
mayor's office is behind it. I know Mayor Terlahi sent out a flyer and a QR code for his veterans to register in the village of Jotnya.
Very good.
And hopefully he's going to use that to reach out to them to say, hey, come and or participate in HMI's Benefits Boot Camp.
Oh, and more than that, it's just knowing who the veterans are in your village. Now, Jonia's kind of big, right? And it's spread out pretty big, right? It's they get almost down to the Agate, Santa Rita area, right? They abut with Talafofo, Chalampago, right? They're pretty huge, right? So, and they want to call themselves the gateway to the South. So,
and also they say Jotnya rolls.
Oh, do they? I don't know if Agate believes that. So
all the village will be like, oh, what? What did you just say? Okay.
And since we're on that topic, if you don't mind, right? We have a gala coming up. So what I'd like to do is challenge all the veterans to either reach out to your mayor, or for you mayors, once you get that listing of who are veterans in your village, to buy a table for them at this gala.
Mayors, do they have money? Do the mayors have money?
They got a lot of money.
Mayors. Calling on you, mayors, if you have money.
Yeah.
So, Anthony always just jumps and doesn't go according to my plan, because that's how he is. I'm organized over here. I like to write things down, check it off. So the next thing we need to talk about is Rates Across America. November 5th is a cutoff date, and that is coming up soon. And why is November 5th important? Because the wreaths have to be shipped here. That's why there's a cutoff date. So this fundraiser, the Wreaths Across America, this is year round, 365. But because it has to be shipped here and get here by December 13, the cutoff date to purchase online is November 5th. So if you haven't purchased your wreath yet, please go to wreathsacrossAmerica.org/GU0011P. That's for HMI's nonprofit organization. So we will get $5 for each wreath that is purchased. This also is Wreaths Across America. It's a nationwide fundraiser for all the nonprofit organizations that take part, and we're one of them. So we get $5.
Do I get to talk now?
No, because we have.
It's about Wreaths Across America.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, hey, I found a way to sneak in. All right, so here's my thought, though. We often get these organizations that are, really trying to almost compete against each other or do some things, right? We do not have enough wreaths out there to put on every single headstone out there. So maybe this could be a way, since everybody wants to fight about who's the best, go get some wreaths, raise some money, find a way to get wreaths to be put on every single service member's headstone.
Right, and they're $17.
Exactly. And what I challenge you to do is order it through our QR code so that we get all the money. But you can borrow our QR code and let's all work together. We'll work with you guys and, dump it on our QR code and we'll give you all the accolades, So we got something that we can do, so that why don't we all get together and make that truly one of the missions that we're going to do. So if you're out there from the GOVA office, maybe we can encourage people to do that are really looking to do something. Whether you are a organization that's recognized out there with Rev and Tax or not, come to us, because we have a QR code, and purchase that wreath for somebody, okay? And if we can do that, that'll be great. If you are part of the commission, if you are a commission officer, get those people to come to our QR code and purchase a wreath. Everybody out there who has something negative to say, come get a wreath. Get a wreath and let's fill this place up, and let's stop fighting, and let's learn to see whether we can all accomplish this one mission. All right, Wreaths Across America.
Here's some interesting factoids.
Factoids.
This is from the Wreaths Across America page, and then if you search for Guam, it'll bring you to the Guam Veterans Cemetery.
Oh.
And it shows here that there are 5,870 veteran graves, and that's the coverage goal. So far, the wreaths that have 467. Oh, good.
Yep.
It went up a little bit, and I'm not sure if that means total wreaths that the Guam Veterans Cemetery has accumulated, or from all the groups.
All the groups.
Oh, that's a total. Okay, so we have a long ways to go.
Oh yeah. So all these people, Veterans Commission, hey, get your butts out there. You got something you need to do. You wanted to run and talk about how you're so helpful. Be more helpful. Send everyone to our QR code. All you officers, you know who you are. You are the commission. Come to HMI's QR code, and we got a lot of wreaths we need to buy, okay? So you commissioners, people going to the legislature to pronounce all the great stuff you're doing, Jose is sending you our QR code so that you can buy the rest of those wreaths for our veterans down there. Do something. Be part of the solution. Come on, commission. Let's see what you can do. Where's Charlie when I need him?
I don't think they're going to do it because it's not on the agenda. You can't talk about anything on the agenda.
Well, you can do things without the agenda because that's what they did. So let's get them to get these wreaths.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It doesn't need an agenda. Get out there and work.
They break their own rules.
That's
You're right.
right.
They break their own rules. You're right. Okay. The next function that we need to talk about is HMI's 4th annual 5K. This is a sunset run on November 9th. And we're inviting all the different services, all the different military branches to come compete for the Perpetual Cup.
They won't show up. They're scared of the guard.
Look at how nice it is.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. But only one group is the fastest. It's the Guam Army Guard, and they're so tiny.
They're going to defend their title.
The Navy can't beat them. The Navy can't beat them. The Air Force can't beat them.
They
the
said they're
Marines.
going to look at how nice it is. They said they're going to defend their title.
Oh my gosh. The little dinky Army Guard beat all these the big Navy, and come on. They're not going to compete. You know why? The Guam Army National Guard said that right there, that perpetual cup is theirs.
Yes, they said they're going to defend it.
So the Marines, they can't run as fast as the Army Guard.
They tried last year.
Yeah, but to their credit, their commander was out there running. So
we have more to talk about. We'll take a break. And we'll be right back. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we'll be right back. You're listening to Veterans with Benefits on 93.3. We'll be right back.
Tamua is coming back to Guam. The UOG Endowment Foundation and Guam Comedy present the return of the comedy sensation Tamua with his Chee-Hoo Tour. One night only, Saturday, November 1st at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. Doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are going fast at guamtime.net, so don't wait. Special thanks to our sponsors, the stations of choice broadcasting, the Guam Visitors Bureau, United Airlines, J&G, Yamaha, Townhouse, Matson, KUAM Communications, Trivision, Heineken, ASC Trust, BGIS, Advisors Unlimited, Western Resort, Docomo Pacific, Fruits, Raymond James, Bauman, Shoe and Black, IT&E, IP&E, Moylan's Insurance, and Pepsi. Get ready to laugh and celebrate and shout, Chee-Hoo!
Need publicity for your big events? We've got a great feature on the Points website to help you get your happening noticed for free. Just go to thepoint.gu and look for the community button. Click on submit your event and then fill in the blanks. You can even upload your flyer. Once we approve it, it'll show up on all Choice Broadcasting websites. Did I say it was free? From 5Ks to car washes, lunch plates, fundraisers, whatever. Let us help you get the word out. Free! Get started on thepoint.gu.
And we're back. So we had some more comments online. And let me see. Jose was offering condolences to Ike. Oh, your sister remains in our prayers. I'm so sorry. And then Jay Black, he says, what HMI means to me. Never leave a fallen veteran behind.
Aww.
I know. I screenshot that.
So lovely.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay Black. So, before Anthony interrupts me again.
That was Jose.
He's blaming you. He's blaming.
Can I do one more Wreaths Across America comment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw this on Facebook.
Go ahead.
Rosalind Aguero Cruz said that her father is a Marine veteran buried at Guam Memorial Park, asking any services there, and I'm assuming for Wreaths Across America. Now, I don't think there are. However, you can purchase a wreath, pick it up, and bring it to the Guam Memorial Park to your father's gravesite.
Yes.
But I'm not sure that they're participating.
No. So the only ones that participate are the nonprofits and the hub for the
event.
wreaths, and the event is the State Veterans Cemetery.
That's right.
So they're basically the admin. They're the ones that will be receiving the wreaths from Matson when it arrives. So they'll receive a list from the online orders saying who will pick up. So if you're a veteran family member that is ordering online, make sure you put in the comments picking up to take somewhere else, and also contact the office. Go down to the cemetery, bring a copy of your receipt and say, hey, I'm picking up. I want to make sure the date, the time when I'm picking up. I'm not sure who's the POC down there because Tanya is no longer there. She used to be our POC. So we'll find that out next show, who the POC is down there. Thank you for the question.
You military and your acronyms.
What did I say? Oh, POC, point of contact.
Thank you.
Jose.
The ARMY, the Army.
I had to translate for my dad too.
Okay, the next event we want to talk about is HMI's third annual Veterans Gala, the only Veterans Gala on the island in the history of the island.
That's awesome.
November 15, Dusit Tani Guam Resort. So if you're a business out there or veterans, if you're listening and you're employed and you have other veteran coworkers, this is what Anthony said earlier. You know, he jumped the gun when I'm trying to get to the list. If you are employed by a business and, you know, we have a solicitation letter out there, and have them send you here, have them honor your service, or have them sponsor a table.
That's right.
If you know, and they don't have to be the ones attending, you attend. This is for you, veteran. Yeah. So starts at 5 p.m. and 6 to, actually I have to change that. It's 6 to midnight.
Midnight?
Yes.
Woohoo! They don't know what they're in for.
I know, right? We had so much fun last year. Oh my God.
Nobody wanted to leave.
Nobody wanted to leave.
And do we have prizes again for a raffle?
We had prizes last year, and Dusit, I think they're giving away three nights.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. They said they're giving away 3 nights.
And what about Charlie? Where's Charlie and Rob in all this?
Charlie and Rob, where are you?
Yeah, where are those apples?
They're busy.
Are we doing the apples still?
Oh, good question. Hopefully.
Yeah, okay. Well, Charlie
Did you
might
have
be out
something
of
to
town.
say, Jose? No? Yes? No?
Okay.
No? Okay. And one more.
The gala.
No, go ahead. You can talk about the gala.
Yeah,
I have one more.
Yeah, you know, for anybody out there, right? You know, this is a time. You often say, well, you know, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Well, really thank them. You know, buy a table and, you know, invite them to sit down. And if you're a business, right, you can write this off on your taxes somehow. You know what I mean? So you donate to our 501c3, get our veterans to come to this event, and you get to write it off. So, I mean, I'm not a tax guy, but that's the last time I heard that if you donate, you can write it off and take care of that. And you take care of your veteran, and you treat them with honor. And right now, our veterans are the people that when they receive their benefits, right, they're the ones keeping this island a little bit more afloat because we're not getting any tourists into the island. We have our veterans who've been getting their compensation and their medical benefits, and all that equates to money coming into this island for them to spend, as well as jobs being created by our veterans who need the service that the VA will send workers and pay for people. Maybe not right now because of the furlough and the shutdown, but once we open back up, they're going to need to provide the services for our veterans. So the more we can do that, the better it's going to be for our economy, our island, our veterans and their families, and the entire island of Guam. So buy the table for the veteran. Mayors and businesses, we are challenging you. Take care of our vets.
Yes. And another deadline, which is today, October 27, is the deadline to nominate a veteran. So this is for GovGuam agencies, mayors, and nonprofit organizations and service members. So nominate your veteran. That was due today, October 27.
And just like Mayor Terlahi, right? BJ, right? So apparently he's got the QR code to try to find out who his veterans are in the village, right? Plus, that aligns with the governor and lieutenant governor's proclamation of Year of the Veteran Registry and Count. Now, you know, the report that was put out by the auditor, right? The auditor's office was that there are people that are doing the counts on their own.
Yeah, we kind of have to.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, the folks that want to get out and do the hard work, right? If you're part of the commission, you're part of the GOVA, get out there and do the count. Go to the villages. You got to go there today, not next week or some other time. We have to start today. It's just something we got to do and work together. And if you need help, we'll get HMI to do that for you. So come see us, and we'll do something to take care of it. We're on the radio. We got many different ways. So we'll work with you, and we'll make sure that we get what you need done. So come see us.
And, you know, we keep trying to talk about the OPA report 25-11, and
we don't ever have time.
We never have enough time. We wanted to talk about all the things. There's so many things in there. There's findings. There's a response from the state office. And there was a lot about, yes, it's in the report.
But it wasn't, he didn't go out and do like a like a news release on it.
No,
it was just what they did. Right?
I'm trying to finish.
Go ahead, man.
Okay. So there was a response to the findings, and in the findings is the report, and his findings was their fix is 2026. Veterans need help now. Things need to be fixed now. Yes, it was in the news, it was in the PDN, the Post, it was everywhere. But what you're asking is, where's the response? And maybe, I think, like you were saying, why isn't the commission saying anything? Why isn't anyone saying anything? Well, I think they probably had a secret meeting again about how to fix it or how to respond.
There's no such thing as a secret meeting in the government,
Yes.
Jose. It's called what? The open
government law.
I think there was.
Is there any sanctions for that when people don't follow them?
Watch the report come out.
There are sanctions, but if you want to file for grievances, you have to come up with the money to do so.
To challenge
and
it.
that's probably why most grievances go unchallenged.
So you're saying if I want to challenge the commission for not doing the Open Government Act by, meeting secretly, then what?
You have to bring them to court.
I have to bring them to court? How much does that cost?
I would say starting around $2,000.
$2,000. Wow. So you need money to make sure that the government.
I could be wrong, but it's expensive.
I think that's worth it to help all the veterans on the island.
Well, wait a minute. Don't we have the Guam Legal Service?
Or the Elder Justice
or
Center.
the Elder Justice folks that can do it for us.
Yes.
So you Carols are listening out there. We got a mission for you Carols. Yeah. So, that's the Guam Legal Service Carol and Elder Justice Carol. Right, so
I think out of everyone in that room over there behind this pane of glass, you're the only one that qualifies.
So we're gonna need to get them to really do this, and really the good thing for that, right, is we really got to get everyone. And none of this is designed to be personal against, like the director, the commission officers. It's guys, pay attention. Yeah, you're sitting in the position, but we got to find the solutions, and you got to start doing it. And the best way to do it is to bring everyone together. We're great folks. We're great veterans. But if we don't work together, it's going to be a lot harder for us, and that's what we got to do. All right, go ahead, man. I told you, he keeps cutting us off, this Jose. Man.
Next week, we're going to talk about the 2026 pay raises that we will have
from Congress?
Starting
the 1st?
December 31st, January 1 paycheck for
That's
veterans.
if we open up, right?
No,
Is the
it's still happening.
Okay.
Because remember, veterans are funded out. So veterans will still receive theirs.
Okay, very good. So
I hope it's fixed by Christmas. Oh my gosh. That would be, We'll talk about that next week. And then hopefully we can talk about the OPA report in length next week.
Well,
because
and hopefully
we are out of time.
Yeah, and hopefully we could get our good Senator Sabrina to really bring the GOVA director and the commission people and truly sit, right, and present to the media the things that are going and what they're supposed to be doing.
Because
right?
if you're not
part of the solution, you are part of the problem. And remember, good things are coming.
All right. We'll see you all next week.
Thank you all for listening. We look forward to seeing you again.
The Point is KUSG, Hagåtña, Guam, 93.3 FM and 104.3 HD3.
The president's trip across Asia continues. I'm Ted Lindner, Fox News. President Trump landing in Tokyo this morning ahead of a meeting later this week with President Xi of China. He was in Malaysia on Sunday for the first stop of his tour. The most important part of the trip, though, later this week when he talks trade with China. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson.
We'll see what happens with this big meeting with President Trump and China's leader Xi Jinping later this week in South Korea. But for now, some good news from President Trump's Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who says a framework agreement